Plaintiff Fabiola Roman says she used to be good friends with the defendant until she realized how dishonest he was. Fabiola claims the defendant always had a crush on her, but when they tried to date, it only lasted one day. Fabiola is suing her former friend for breach of contract because she insists he promised to pay off her car loan. Defendant Arturo Gutierrez says Fabiola may look like an angel, but in reality, she's a devil. Arturo admits that he and Fabiola casually dated, but he ended it once he learned of her promiscuous reputation. Arturo refuses to pay Fabiola because he insists he never promised to pay off her car.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Prove your case.
Your Honor, Arturo and I used to be really good friends until I discovered that he was a very dishonest person and very wishy-washy, pretty much. Never followed through with what he said he would do.
Like what?
For instance, one time, we were like, we're going to decide to date, for instance, and, because we were really good friends, he's always had a crush on me, and nothing ever came of it.
How can you date somebody when you have an affair with a married man?
Hold on.
Okay, no.
Go ahead. What happened?
Okay, so, we were really good friends, and then he always had a crush on me, pretty much, and I never wanted to date him. So then, one day, finally, I said, okay, fine, let's date. We dated for one day because he couldn't follow through with what he said he would do.
What was that
For
date?
instance, I went out with my friends, I said, hey, after I get done with my friends, we could go cook some dinner, for instance. And so I call him, and he's not answering his phone. He's not texting me back, answering to any of my text messages or nothing. So I'm wondering what is going on with this guy, So then after that, I was like, I'm not doing this. So we dated for one day because
Did you ever find out what happened?
He said he fell asleep, but I mean, that was just pretty much, it was just like, I don't believe that. And when I'm saying he never follows through with what he says is back in September of 2008, my car broke down. And so
that's what you're suing him about? Something related to that?
Yes.
And that happened before you all had your one night date?
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty much.
Let me hear some background from you. She says you're wishy-washy because you stood her up one day.
I'm here representing all the good guys that meet gold diggers like this one right here. Do you want to tell them why you got fired from your job? Because you slept around with all the co-pilots? She used to be a flight attendant.
Okay, are we here to talk about that?
Yeah, everybody needs to know. Everybody needs to know just Lizzie Ways.
You said, which airline, huh, dude?
Everybody needs to know.
She's fired now, so yeah, that won't help.
She got fired because she was sleeping around with pilots and having overnights. I'm a nice guy. I met her. We had a friendship. It was casual. We go out on dates and stuff. It was not one date. It was not one date, sir. It was not one date. We wouldn't be here if it was just one day. Believe me, that's a one night stand. That's what it's called. And we didn't have a one night stand.
How many night stand?
It was go out to dinner or
Okay, just asking. Did you get fired? I'll let you clean that up if you like.
Sir,
did you get fired for sleeping with all the pilots?
Okay, so I feel this guy's like totally saying all these things because
What?
Okay, so he's saying all that because he's mad at me because I didn't, continue dating him. Okay. So I feel like I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the car situation.
But let's keep in mind, you start talking about something other than the car situation yourself.
Yeah, you want to bring it up, bring it up.
As long as you don't talk about him and his dating patterns, he won't be able to talk about you getting fired for sleeping with all the pilots.
Which is a lie.
Go right ahead.
Okay, so 2008, September 2008, my car broke down. And so I told Arturo about it. And he said he had a friend that was moving into town that needed a car. So he offered to purchase a car from me. So I still owed about $3,560.25 on the car. So he would continue making the car notes and he would fix the car.
How much were your car notes?
Approximately $160.
All right.
So we agreed on that. We made a verbal agreement, never signed anything.
That he would pay it off.
That he would pay it off.
And you would then give him the title.
Yeah.
All right, sir, you give me some history on this.
Okay, first of all, I'm here to represent all the good guys that are out there that run into angelical faces like this one that are not far from angelical.
Why do you say that?
Because she just have the puppy face, but she ain't no puppy. She's the devil.
Tell me why you're calling the woman that, sir.
Because she
You
is.
just said you're representing all the good guys, and then you proceeded to call the woman a devil.
Well, I didn't mean a little devil.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
She started having car problems in September. I told her that that I was going to make the payments until I was going to help her making the payments until her car was fixed. And then these are the checks that were wrote on her name with my bank account that she cashed.
All right.
And here's the receipt for the repairs on the car.
You're giving me these checks to show that you paid her to help her? Or
Yeah,
was this part of an agreement?
No, to help her because she had bought a new car.
That was a gift by you.
Right.
Okay, and what about the repairs?
I paid him as well.
And that was a gift as well.
No, well, the deal was like when it was fixed, she was going to repay me back for it.
That was
She
not
was
the
going to
agreement.
repay you for the repairs?
For the repairs.
But what about for the $160 a month? She wasn't going to repay you
No,
for
because
that?
I promised her I was going to help her. So I told her, I said, your car's ready. You need to come and pick her up. And she said no. She said that she was demanding the payments. She told me, you told me you were going to pay it until the car was paid for, which it wasn't our agreement. It was not our agreement.
It was our agreement.
It was not our agreement. She
And-
refused to pick it up. I sent her a letter and told her she needs to pick it up. She sent me a letter back telling me that she's going to report the car is stolen.
You have those letters?
She has the letters.
Ma'am?
Okay, the reason I sent him the letters was because I had gone to a couple of attorneys and they told me that that's what I should do first, demanding my car back or the full amount that was owed on the car.
You say the agreement was simply that you were being a nice guy and she was to pay the mechanic directly.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I might add, I have something to add.
Yes.
So then when all this happened, when he got mad at me, he threatened me that he was gonna switch the title over to his name and that I was gonna be stuck paying the car note. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think he was gonna go through with it. And sure enough, he did. He switched. I don't know how it happened, but he
Because
switched.
that would have to be fraud without
Yeah, right.
your permission.
I didn't sign anything over to his name or anything. So
You have evidence that he put
yes.
the title in his name?
I have.
Did you do this?
No, sir. The
Okay,
mechanic.
good enough. You didn't
Okay,
put the
so-
title in your
so
name. We don't have any problem.
The lien
there.
holder is still Chartway Federal Credit
Ma'am?
Union. And here, hang on. I
You
have
say
the
his
police.
name is on there, right?
I have, yes, it's still under
Sir?
my name. And
What do you say to this?
When I talked to the mechanic told me that I had 15 days to pick it up, which I notified her to go pick up the car because the mechanic due his owe money, he was going to put a lien on the car. And, I told the mechanic, do what you have to
Did
do.
you ever try to put the car in your name?
No, sir.
All right.
No, sir.
Would you take a look at that? Somebody tried to do it for you?
No, no. I
How
have
do you
no idea.
explain that?
never signed anything. Don't know how he did it.
You don't have to sign it. You haven't paid for the car.
Sir? You want to explain that?
I have no idea. I wasn't aware of these, sir.
All right. I know you were unaware of it. It shows where, indeed, sir, you did register the car in your name, even though you didn't have title. You registered in your name, and therefore, I believe, as she says, you agreed to purchase the car. And in pursuit of purchasing it, you even put it in your name. But you failed to pay her. Therefore, I'm going to grant her judgment. $3,560. Have a good day.
You need to stop taking advantage of men.
Okay. I think you're just saying that because you're mad. I think
I'm not
it's-
mad.
I think you're being
I'm not mad.
ridiculous, and you're just saying anything that could make me look ridiculous. But it's
You are
okay.
ridiculous. You're
It's
ludicrous.
okay. I know none of that is true, so it's okay.
Women, if you see this girl, take your man away from her.